My name is Walter, and this is Kristin.
Hi.
We're on a walk to 300 Historic Drive in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. In 2022, we planted a church called Our Table with a group of friends, and it's basically a meal, a message, and a mission. And so we've reincorporated the agape feast into the life of the church. We do communion every week. Every week we get to see God work in powerful ways through providing different things for the meals, just working in people's lives. There are people who initially would stay for the meal and check out, who now stay for the whole gathering and are sitting shoulder to shoulder with other believers in our community and hearing the gospel. And so it's like, it's this crazy thing that God is doing, and we get to watch it happen every week. And so we thought, hey, wouldn't it be great if we brought some other folks in to see this? Like, just recently we had one of the people who regularly comes, Kristin was like, well, what do you think we should have for dinner? And she goes, how about chicken parm? And so we go to this grocery store that we shop at for the meals. It's called Blessings of Hope. They're a huge supporter. Ooh. And lo and behold, what do they have? Which is rare as far as we know. It's just bucket loads of chicken.
Fully cooked chicken.
And we're gonna take it, whip it up into chicken patties, and off we go with
Farm sliders.
So it's little things like that like we get to see this every day, but so much of our team and even the people who attend, like, they don't get to see it. And so we're trying to activate more people, but it's hard with everybody's schedule being the way that it is. And so we're inviting you on this here walk. And right now we're walking through a community, and there's a pathway that cuts between them. On one side is an over 55 community, and on the other side is a hotel. It's interesting to kind of walk between these two communities, and I feel like Our Table is really trying to bridge the gap where, you know, people who have retired comfortably can sit next to families who, you know, are struggling to make ends meet. And
Just both ends of the spectrum.
yeah, both ends of that spectrum.
Right? Like, if you're retired and you live alone, or you live with just your spouse or just your dog or cat, it's great to go to a meal where you can get to know new people that also live in Strasburg and get close to them. And then if you're living in a temporary housing and you're just in between places, you don't have necessarily a big community around you either. And so coming to a meal together and getting to sit across from somebody and share stories about life or about what's going on, or things that you are looking to find, or friends that you meet, or just opening conversation to new people.
So this is 300 Historic, and it used to be a place called Wiley's Pharmacy, but it's currently vacant. And we are trying to come up with the resources to lease it so that Our Table can have, there's Lucy, and that's Kristin, and then on the bottom is Joe. Hey, Joe. We're trying to lease it, and so as much as we want to share the journey of what God is doing at Our Table, we will also want to share the journey of us looking for a permanent home. So I'm sure you're asking, well, how do I get in on all of this goodness, right? Well, I'm glad you asked, because there's a couple of ways that you can help us. Number one, you can pray, right? You can pray that God provides us a space that we can use to feed hungry people every day of the week. Number two, if you feel like, hey, you know what, I want to be part of this thing, and you live in the Strasburg area, we need volunteers. We need people who will help us run this ministry, and who'll be like the boots on the ground to actually make the meals and do all the things to feed the people. And then finally, number three, we need donors. None of this stuff is free. Food ain't free. leasing a building isn't free. So if you've got resources and you're like, you know what, I feel like God is leading me to give in such a way, guess what? We would be happy to have you support us. And what we're hoping to do is once we lease this facility, we're going to have, right now what we have is a giving table, and we want to have a giving wall. And so we'll put all of our partners on that wall as just a testimony to God's goodness through God's people. So anyway, yeah, see you next time.